Hello and welcome to the workshop. Well, let's put a guard over this pulley right here. It's on the operator side of the machine, and I'm afraid I could be reaching for the power switch and inadvertently get my finger in there, and I'd rather not do that. There's a bigger hazard on the other side. It's a chain drive. It could probably take a finger off, but I'm never working over there. So I may put a guard on it at a future date, but this one right now is really bothering me, so we're going to do that. I'm also going to put a power switch on it, but the power switch has not come in yet, so this may end up being a two-part video. Anyway, let's get started. Well, we're going to make this guard on this sheet metal here. It's 120 thousandths, which is probably unnecessarily thick, but it's easy to weld on, and I'm going to weld like a flange around the edge of it. I'm going to do this on the rotary table. You saw me bolt a piece of plywood to the rotary table. That's so that I can drill through each of these locations, and then I'm going to take a 1/4" end mill and open those up. If it works according to plan, it'll go smooth, but you know how those things go. They never do. Anyway, first thing to do is punch a hole in the center there and then cut this off. Okay, I got this wood bolted to my rotary table, and it's got a center in there that keeps everything centered. I wish that was a little longer. I'd bolt the plate to it, but I'm going to, nothing's really critical here. The biggest thing I want to watch for is not to drill into these bolts or mill into them, but I think I got that covered. Now I'm going to drill a hole right here, and I'm going to put wood screws in right there. Let's screw into that wood. Hopefully that'll hold that plate. Wow. It just barely makes it on my mill. But it'll work. Okay, I got a 3/8 end mill in there, and I'm going to call that center. That's what the size of the hole is in the middle of this plate right now. Nothing's very critical on this. It's just a decorative pattern. I think that's it. X and Y are zeroed. Right here I got all my dimensions that I need. That's a 5/16 hole and a 5/8 hole, and here's the distance from center. So that should be all I need to cut the holes on the ends of those slots anyway. I need to move this to 1.266. There's 0. Okay, there we are. Lock everything down. Now I need to look at my rotary table, the angles on it, and every 30 degrees drill a hole. And hopefully I won't run into those bolts. Okay, this next hole needs to be 5/8. I'm going to drill a 1/4 inch pilot hole. So we'll have to go 2 times around on this one. Okay, this needs to be 2.561. There we go, close enough. Close enough. Okay, now we're going to enlarge these holes to 1/2 inch. Alright, probably need to slow that down a little bit. Okay, I've got to offset this half the distance of that end mill, and it's a 1/4 inch end mill. So that's 125. There we are, 125. Now if I rotate it until it hits the edge of that hole, I should be at the right angle. Going that direction, I'll have to offset it the opposite way to make the other cut. I think that's right. Oh, that didn't work. Maybe I offset that the wrong direction. Oh, I believe that's it. Wish I had 2 table stops. 2 table stops would be a big plus. Yeah, I like it. Got that hole in the center now. I like it. I believe we need, what do they call them, acorn nuts on there. I think, yeah, this is touching the shaft there. I'm going to enlarge that hole a little bit. This is slight misalignment there. It'll probably rub if I turn the, yeah. I'll enlarge that hole. Then I've got to put a rim all the way around it, about that deep. A lot of work, but it's looking pretty cool. It'll look good when it's painted. Well, I like it. That's turning out really good. Now I got to weld some flanges on this. And the curve section of this is about 14 inches. Got this 14 gauge sheet metal here. See, 28 inches, 14. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky, I think. We'll see. Wow. Got a little bit of variation right here, but that's not bad. I think that's it. Actually kind of surprised about that. Came out pretty good. Getting a lot of oxidation in the weld for some reason. I don't know if this will make any difference or not, but it might. Considerably bigger tip. Might get better gas coverage, we'll see. Might be worse. Alrighty. It definitely did better with the bigger cup. Still learning this TIG. I've been fairly successful with it, but that's kind of an ugly weld, but it'll smooth out all right. Somebody good at TIG welding wouldn't need any filler. But this stuff is great. Works great. If you got a rough casting or a rough weld or whatever, this stuff will fill it right in. Dries pretty fast, and if you catch it before it completely sets up, it's really easy to sand. Look there, that's dry. I probably put too much hardener in it. Okay, I just rinsed that off with running water, and it looks smooth. All the primer stayed put in the sanding marks from grinding, or the grinding marks. I believe that's going to look good. I like it. Well, I think it turned out pretty good there. Put this thing on and see what it looks like. Look at this. $7.03 for 5 acorn nuts. I shouldn't have done it. I should have ordered something online and waited for it, but I wanted to get it done. That's crazy. Robbery. Wow, that looks great. Make sure it doesn't rub. Nice. Okay, now we got to make a power switch. Wow, it looks good. Well, I ordered this little switch online for the power switch on the bandsaw. And online it looked like it was going to be about that big. I should have checked the dimensions. Anyway, I think I'll put the switch on at a later date when I come up with a better solution. Yeah, I really like the way that came out. Whole lot of work for a guard, but what the heck, it looks cool. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell.